Hey everybody, welcome into the channel. If you're new here, I am Kim Corallo. Shut the front door. Shut the front door too. If you are not here, new here, our word's gonna be hard this early. Gosh, this could be a long video. If you are not new here, welcome back. We are excited to have you guys. Today we have a haul video for you, and we're going to show you the things that we've picked up. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and show you the items. Most of these things, I'm doing a little pre-recording, so I already have one shorts video that will go up. And what that is, it's just a little teaser video that we put up on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have Instagram and Facebook and you want to follow us there at Shut the Front Door 2, and that's the Facebook page, and it's shut_the_front door 2 over on Instagram. When I learn how to do that little putting it up on the screen, I'll do that. Maybe this is the time to try to figure that out. Anyway, so because I'm working a little bit ahead, things have just gotten really, really busy for us. Great thing, not complaining. So I'm trying to get at least 2 videos up. So the short video that goes over on Instagram and Facebook, and then invite people for the longer videos over here on YouTube. We have trying to work like 2 ahead. So in a few days, those videos that have been recorded about a week ago will go up, and then this one will go up. And then we also will have to do our Shop the Shop. It's not what it's called. It's called Shop the Shelf, and we've only done it once. That is over on Instagram, and that is where we have everything listed onto our Etsy store that we show in that video, because we know that we take a lot of our items to our booth spaces. We're blessed to have 3. We also have items in our salon. And so what happens is those spaces are large. They take up a huge volume of our items, and we can't put that many things online. Not that we can't do it, but we have to fill those spots up. So we will try to ship anything. Some things are not shippable, and that's just because of weight or size or cost in shipping. We will explain that. But if anything at all that you ever see that we say is going online or going in the booths, just reach out, put it in the comments, send us a message. We are more than happy to try to get those things to you and get it listed up on Etsy for you. Something new we're going to be doing, I'm going to share that here. We are going to be selling live on a platform called Knickknacks. This is what it is. Can you see it? Knickknacks, knickknacks.net. This is inside of a larger platform called District. This is not new as far as online selling, but I've just now set up the steps to get approved for this. So I'm approved on the site, and I can sell on the site, but it's stagnant or auction listings, so not live selling. So as soon as that happens, I will let you all know, so that in case you want to come over, and actually you should just go ahead and go over there. The Knickknacks part is owned by Josh. I can never say her name when I am on camera. Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady. If you watch vintage, you probably watch her videos. She is amazing. She owns Knickknacks. It's inside of a larger platform called District. And there are already there's thousands probably of people on the site. I don't know if there are thousands of sellers, but there are lots of sellers, a lot of live sellers that they're so fun to watch. It is almost better than eating cake. I know that for a lot of you is not true, but for me, you just love vintage. You love to see what people find. Excuse me. And And so it's really fun. So I do invite you to come over there, not just for me, but for all of the other sellers. And as soon as I'm able to go live, I will be back to tell you all to join me over there if you want. And also, I can, try to get a little bit better about links and where I can put them and stuff like that. I'm just still in the learning phases, but it's been a lot of fun, to be old and to learn, and especially with technology. I'm a creative through and through, so technology is hard, and I'm just a little bit proud of myself. So sometimes, I just have to brag a little bit on myself. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be, what's the right word, conceited or anything like that. Let's show you what you came here for. Let's show you the vintage haul. And I feel like lately I've gotten really lucky and I have found some really good things. I just want to tell you that it is not always like that. I had about 3 months where I was getting discouraged because I was going all of the places. I was going to every antique store, thrift store, vintage mall store, Goodwill, any type of vintage stores. We have large stores around us called the Peddler's Mall. If you've ever been to one of those, that's fun. I even ventured out and went to like Louisville, and I was going to Georgetown, and I was coming up empty-handed every single time. I started not just doing my once or twice a week thing. I was going every day somewhere, coming up empty-handed, because I thought for sure I was just going on the wrong days. So I am glad that things have turned around. I remember when I first started this side of the business, we were told that thrift all you can in the summer months because the winter months are really hard. But for that first full year, that didn't prove to be true for us. But then, spring this year was really hard. So I guess there are seasons to this, how things ebb and flow. So that's just throwing it out. So just saying I'm really blessed right now, feeling really blessed. But if in your area when you thrift you're not finding anything, don't get discouraged, because I was really close to just saying, this isn't what I'm supposed to do. I just can't find the good things. And sometimes I still don't find what I watch other people find, and I think, oh wow. But I found enough, and I'm very grateful for it. Flower pots right now are just a good thing to have in the booth. Now this size is great, and I would be happy to ship this. But these chinoiserie style pots are super popular in our area, and I'm sure they are in other areas. I did not see what this said on the back. I think it says Lucky Dragon Pottery. Lucky Dragon Pottery. So I've not done any research. I know this is old-ish, at least probably early 90s, late 80s, but I'm not exactly sure, but I'll do some more research. I came across something that I said I wasn't gonna buy anymore because vintage glasses, vintage dishes in general, have my heart and soul. I just love vintage dishes. But there were 12 of these in one location. And I'm gonna, I think, put these online, but I'm gonna split them up into sets of 4. Sets of 4 probably sell the very best for us. But when you can find larger sets that are all in good vintage condition, it's hard to pass them up. I'm hoping that someone else will love them too. It's just almost a navy color. I think these are made by Libby. It does have a marking on the bottom that I really can't read. I can read USA, so they were made, in the United States. Probably, 70s, 80s. Again, it's hard for me, or I shouldn't guess when I haven't done any research. This cutie patootie I just thought was so sweet. It's a salt and pepper shaker. It's a little strawberry basket. The tape was holding everything down so that this part didn't fall, but I can just kind of show you. So this could be the pepper or salt, and then the strawberries could be the pepper or salt. You decide, and then that's how you display it. And if you guys are not using cute salt and pepper shakers, I would tell you to start. You don't need a collection. You don't need one for every season, but I only use like really real glass or something like this, you know, for salt and pepper instead of the ones that you just buy at the store. And listen, there's nothing wrong with the ones that you just buy in the store, but it's kind of a fun little thing. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and that's it's an easy something. These would also be really good if you're going to a picnic or a barbecue at someone's house. Something like this could be a really sweet hostess gift. I'm all about the hostess gift. I will tell you, do not show up to somebody's house without something. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to cost a lot, but that thought is really, really special, and I think it would really make someone's day. Okay, that's my mom moment coming out. I can hear my mama now. A basket. I didn't want to pass this one up because it's just unique and unusual, and I don't have the lid on very good, but the lid does fit down in there. Anything with a lid, anything with a handle like this does really good in the booth, and so that's exactly where this one's gonna go, unless somebody reaches out and says, yeah, I would really like that. Then I'll ship that. It'll be a little oversized, but I'd be happy to ship it. The glasses will go up online probably, or at least a set of those. Since I'm breaking them up into 4s, I could really put them multiple places. And I think everything else so far is booth bound. I have a hard time saying no to pottery. This one is signed on the bottom. I really can't read it. I think it's some kind of studio pottery. The lid was taped down. I did check for chips and cracks, and there were none, but I taped it back down, and I should have loosened that up. So we're just gonna leave it taped, but the lid comes off. The glaze on this one is really good. It has, you know, that kind of creamy gray, a darker gray, some blue in there. I see a little green, some brown. It's just a really pretty pot, and the perfect size to put on a shelf, bookshelf, a side table. Really, really thought it was cute. I have had these types of baskets before. Chickens, I've had 2. I sell them in the booth. They sell super quick. I don't really know why, but this one's a turkey, and I hardly ever see anything Thanksgiving turkey related, and I have ran across at 3 different places 3 turkey items, and I just bought them all. I bought this, and I don't like, unless it is really, really special, and when I say special, I mean hard to find vintage Christmas. I don't like to buy things and carry them over, and I tried not to do that, but because I never see Thanksgiving, the other 2 turkey items are handmade ceramic bowls, and they have lids on them, and then I have this. So I'm thinking with this new live selling that I am going to be able to do over on Knickknacks, I'm thinking that, you know, maybe have some themed things, like, you know, I mean, I shouldn't say Thanksgiving because I just said I never see it. I just got lucky and saw 3 things, and so that gave me like a big idea all of a sudden. This is just a really cool pottery pot. Some kind of a bird. I loved the colors on it. I love the matte finish. That is my favorite. And I think they burned a candle in there. I haven't cleaned it up yet, so I will clean all of that out. So this could be a candle holder. It could be, you know, something that you would put a little plant in. It does not have a drain hole, but, you know, it could be that. I would probably... I don't know. I would maybe just use this as a shelf sitter, more like a figurine, because I think it just looks really cool. I don't know. Lots of different things you can do. Found this really cool set of, found 2 of them. These are candlestick holders. I have no idea what kind of wood this is, but they're wood. And I don't know if these are stained to look this color. It's definitely not paint, but it could be some kind of stain, or I'm really wondering if it's the type of wood. If you know, put that in the comments. I don't know. I haven't done any research, but I have this vague memory in the back of my mind that I saw somewhere that this is an actual color of wood. Now I'm probably making all that up because I don't know where I would have heard that, but for some reason I do have that vague memory in my head. This is really a beautiful dish. It is something that I would probably say even put this on an easel. It's, you know, it's really pretty. It's enamel, and I would say it's enamel over copper because that's what a lot of these are, but because it has the enamel on the back side, I don't know what's underneath there, but I just thought it was beautiful, and the colors are just really pretty, just screams summer to me. And let me just show you what it happens sometimes, just like how everything blends together. Now the wood is a little bit more rustic than what this is, but the colors just really blend together. I picked up this cross stitch art too, and you know, it just had its own little vibe there. This is a framed cross stitch. It's actually made to go this way, but there's no reason there because of the way it is made. The hook is here, but I think you could easily hang it, you know, this way as well. So wherever you needed the space, and because it's flowers and vines, I don't think the direction matters that much. But cross stitch is something that I'm drawn to because I just have a really good friend that I have had for a long time, and she does needlework, and I'm not exactly sure what all she does, but she has shared with me how long it takes, how much the kits are, and how expensive the yarn and all the materials. And she said that, I want to think it was like just to make a stocking for someone, and she does, so it wasn't cross stitch. What is the other one? Oh, I know you all know. Put that down in the comments. I'll read it later, and everybody else that reads the comments can read it too. It's not going to come to me, I don't think. But anyway, she says that it's like $75 plus just to make, you know, a smallish stocking. So every time I see needlework that is in good shape, I think about the person who made it, the time that it took, the cost, and she says it takes hours and hours and hours. And guys, this does not have glass on it. It may have at one time, it does not now, but it's matted and framed. And that is also, if you've ever had anything framed professionally, you know, I don't even have to tell you, you know, it's quite costly. I found a whole bag of turtles and I didn't even open them. I just thought these are really cute. I like little pickups. Trying to think. The candlesticks will likely hit Etsy. Yeah, and I'll get a little bit better about telling you all exactly where they're going. But honestly, if you see something you like, just tell us. We'll tell you if it's something that we're comfortable shipping. And I've also said, this is signed, this little turtle. It's made out of clay. Turtles are really a thing. People love them. This one's made out of clay and has a little hole in its back. So I don't really know what that little hole would be used for. It wouldn't fit a pencil or anything. It's kind of interesting. This one's also made out of clay. Maybe someone made all of these. They're pretty good. Now this one, no, this one's made out of clay. I think this was someone's craft project, but they did a really, really good job. I lost my train of thought there. This was a little ornament. So I don't know. I mean, I guess somebody could have made this one too, and it's likely that they did, but this one's wood, and this is the reason why I bought the whole thing. This says that this was purchased at the Kentucky Center for the Arts. This is the one I saw, and the reason that I picked up the bag. So if you like turtles, we might have some turtles come into Etsy. Oh, I also bought something that I didn't bring in. I bought a handheld fan because I get so hot these days. If you know, you know. And I thought, you know, I'll fan myself, but I didn't bring it. A little Fitz and Floyd piece. I'm just gonna make up names, okay? This is hand painted. Fitz and Floyd is something that is really popular. People love it. I love it too. This is to hold a candle, but honestly, you could use this as a riser if you had, you know, if you had a candle, that's great. You could use it to hold a flower pot. I think that would be cute. I think you could also, this isn't a flower pot, but you kind of get the picture. Like if you had a flower pot there, a candle, you can use it as a trinket dish. It has the handmade sticker and then something sticky on there. That may be candle residue, but it's a little sticky. I haven't cleaned this stuff up yet, but it could be a trinket dish too. I thought the possibilities were endless. It has, you know, obviously spring and summer, but it has that Angelica style that is so popular and people love. So I would not use this just at Easter and spring. I would use it all the time, but I kind of like bunnies. Look at this cool thing. Now, a lot of you are going to say, ooh, you know, like, why'd you pick that up? But topiaries are really sought after. Now, this one is vintage, older. This is ceramic, and then these are plastic. So this style is sought after, but probably not quite as much as the full ceramic ones are. The ones that have like just the lemons, those are the ones that are really popular. They're made in Italy. Now this base may be Italian. I'm not sure. I haven't done any research, but you know, I just thought it is funky and a little bit odd, a little bit quirky, and I like odd and quirky, and I think somebody else might too. Okay, now this is something I picked up that I don't know anything about, and I questioned picking it up because I have a lot of art right now. I don't have as many small pieces of art, and small art is my favorite because I can put them on all the platforms, which opens up the amount of people that can see it and find it and love it. I can also put them in the booth, but this is painted by Donna Beth Jones, and it had all of her information on the back. I did try to look up some information. I think she has passed away, and if I remember correctly, I think it was in 2011. But part of the reason why I questioned picking it up is because I'm not exactly sure if it's a print or if it is hand painted watercolor. But the little bit that I read, I don't know that she did prints. So I think it is a watercolor, but what happens when I can't authenticate that? It's okay in the booth because somebody will pick it up and they look at it, they buy it if they want it. But you have to have information for folks online. And, you know, I just want to be able to say, I know for sure, but this is professionally framed, so I'm not going to take it apart. If I took it apart, I would be able to tell more. So I don't know. I think it's cool either way, and I think that someone would love it either way. So the painting or print is called Black Magic, and for some reason, you know, and it looks like she did this in '83. So for some reason, I'm just still really thinking this is this is authentic watercolor. Pretty cool. Oh, let me show you this. I think I told you that I really love dishes, and I wish that everybody loved dishes, because then we wouldn't have so many of them going to the landfill. The thrift stores are always full of dishes, and so many get left behind. But I'm picking up all that I can, and I'm trying to pass it on to you. Look at that cute little thing. I think the only reason why this was still sitting is that I don't think people knew what it was. It is a serving dish for, you can put vegetables in it, but because of the fruits on top, I would probably say for fruits, strawberries, bananas, you know, apples, whatever you want to put in the little divided dishes. But I think that when it was sitting there, it has these holes, and I don't think anybody knew what they were for. They are for your toothpicks. Let's do it at the top so you can see it. Let's do one down here so you can see it. So you put your toothpicks in there. Now when I take this, I think I'll take this to the booth, and I'm trying to look. I may put the watercolor online, but I think most everything is that I'm showing so far that I've showed will go to the booth. I want to get those cute little, and I hope they still make them, those cute little toothpicks that have the little plastic pieces on top that have all the colors. And then if I stick them in there and put this in the booth, there's no way that someone wouldn't know what this was for, right? I mean, maybe nobody wanted it, but I just think it was because they didn't know what exactly those holes were for. So I hope that is what they were for. Picked up a picture frame. I love these vintage folded picture frames. This one still has the price tag on there. This one, the glass is actually matte, and I will sell the picture frame, but when I put this in the booth, I will put some scrapbook paper in there to make it look, you know, just kind of cute. But these are also really good if you need signs in your booth. Maybe you're having a % off, or maybe you have a grouping of things that, you know, they're all one price. You could have this there framed and printed off, and that they make really good signage. That's the word, signage. And the last time I picked up a double frame, I've not been able to get rid of it because it literally had someone's, you know, Nana or grandmother or granddaddy or mom or dad in there. I had a man and a woman, and I've just kept it. I just said, I can't throw those out. So, I might actually just sell it that way. Maybe someone else will. It'll tug at someone else's heartstrings too. Trivets, wood hand-carved trivets. Just kind of really like them. They're great for a lot of things. You can use them for their purpose, but you can use them for a plant stand. You can use them for a little riser, put a little candle on. You can even hang these, you know, for some texture on your gallery wall. Super cute, super cute. Couple more things here, guys, and then we will wrap it up for today. Today seems a little bit more kind of, what's the right word? Willy-nilly, hodgepodge. I don't know. Hodgepodge isn't right. Just kind of started off with my train of thought leaving, and it just kind of gone the whole way. It's just a little clay pot. I think this pot is probably some kind of a cooking utensil, but I'm gonna tell you that I would use it just on a shelf. I think in a kitchen it would look great, obviously just by itself, but because it has a lid, it's a really good catch-all, and I think it could be something that I don't know. I just think it's just the colors on it, like that blue and that yellow, and then this kind of clay color. I just really think it would look great in a kitchen, but I wouldn't tell you not think outside the box, you know, you can always do it on a bookshelf or anything like that. And you could probably use it for its intended purpose, which is cooking. But yeah, I don't know. I try not to do that much around here, that cooking stuff. Another flower pot. I told you that the chinoiserie style was just a really popular style. And I actually have a stand that I think will fit this one of those wood stands. And this is just a really good size. It's also a little bit more of a neutral palette, which I think will do well. The ones that I've had before have more color to them, or, you know, more of a design to them. And so I thought this was just a little bit more subdued, and it kind of caught my eye because of that. So I think someone else will think it's pretty cool too. And, again, not doing any research, I'm not exactly sure who this is made from, but it's a glass candlestick. And it holds 4 candles, and it just, you know, it'll set on a table like this. The shape of it is just kind of fun and funky. It has a little bit of a texture to it. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on the clear glass. It is some of my very favorite. You know, we all know that crystal pieces are beautiful, and we were probably taught to not touch them when we grew up, but crystal is, and I'm not, you know, even fine crystal, obviously Waterford and all the fine crystal, but even some of the things that weren't quite as upscale, they are some of the most beautiful pieces. They go with anything. You can mix and match with any season and any color, and the same with milk glass. I'm a fan. I'm a real big fan. So I'm going to show you this pot. This is a tree stump that has some little bunnies there. I don't think it's particularly old, but I thought it was really super fun, and my feelings won't be hurt if I put this in the booth and it doesn't sell, because I love gardening, and I would use this all day, every day. As a matter of fact, I'm trying not to, just trying not to keep anything, but I just may not let that go. That's all I have for you today, guys. Really appreciate you being here. If you like vintage home decor, we'll do some crafting eventually, and we will also do some side table styling, shelf unit styling, you know, kitchen table styling, some of the smaller types of things. We'll do some of that, and that's all we have for you today. So if you like it, please consider following our channel. That's the only way we're gonna grow, and if we don't grow, we'll go away, because there's no reason to do this if it's not something that people want more of. So if you like it, let us know, and you let us know by subscribing to the channel. Guys, go out and have a great day, and we'll talk to you really soon.